Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a full face of my favorites. I haven't done this specific video in a little while, but I just went through, picked out things that I'm really enjoying right now and I'm using a ton, and we're just going to do a full face of all of those things. Some of these are newer launches, some of them are actually older things, so we have a really good mix of products here. But that is today's video. I also have some fun announcements and just some things I wanted to chat with all of you about. It's also my birthday when you're seeing this, so just a really fun video talking about all the things I'm loving, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on YouTube. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the makeup. All right, let's start with SPF. I'm going to use this one. This is the Summer Fridays Shade Drops, the Mineral Milk. This is SPF 30. Honestly, these are not really a favorite for me. I'm just kind of trying to use it up at this point. I don't dislike this product, but I don't love it. Mainly because sometimes I feel like this messes with certain products that I layer on top, but sometimes it doesn't. So it just kind of depends, and I think the things I'm using today should work well with this, so I wanted to use it. One thing I do really appreciate about this product though is this SPF is more of a natural finish SPF, so it's not matte, it's not super glowy, and I definitely feel like that is a hard thing to find with SPFs. I feel like most of them are really hydrating and leave a lot of glow on your skin, and I wouldn't really call this one super hydrating. It's just a really true like natural skin finish once it dries down, so that I do really like about it. All right, let's get into the makeup. Guess what foundation I have fallen back in love with, and I've been back and forth with this over the years. And I started using this for my everyday makeup drawer this month, and it's been a little while since I pulled it out and used it. And now this is the foundation I'm reaching for the most out of anything, and it's this one. Armani Luminous Silk, which I know is such a favorite for many people, but I've kind of gone back and forth with this over the years. I've never disliked it. I never thought it was bad, but I just have never fallen just heavily in love with it until recently. And I can't really explain it. I don't really know why. But something else that I've been doing is I have been applying this foundation to the palm of my hand, taking whatever brush I'm using and working it into the brush. And this is a method that I see Katie Jane Hughes talk about all the time. It's kind of her thing, and she calls it priming the brush. And it's basically where you get your whatever product you're applying in the palm of your hand, and you really work it into the brush and then apply it on your skin. And I started doing that with this foundation, and I don't know, it's like something just clicked. It looked unbelievably smooth, flawless, just so natural, even. It was just amazing, and I don't know what made me do it one day, but I just randomly, I pulled this out and I just did it. I didn't really think about it, I just did it that way, and I was like, wow, why have I not been doing this before? But I know she talks about priming the brush all the time. That's like her favorite method for applying base products. So if you've never tried it, highly recommend. I wasn't sure about it, and then now I'm in love with it. So definitely give it a try. So I wear the shade number 5 in this foundation, and it's a very good shade match for me, for my natural skin tone. I also feel like randomly I can apply my foundation more quickly doing it this way. I'm not really sure why. I think the way I've heard her explain it is you're kind of pre-blending the product when you're building it up in the brush, so you have to do less when you actually go on your face with the product. And I mean, it works because I feel like I can apply things so much quicker and better when I do this. I'm gonna go in with this corrector. I've been back on using this corrector again, the Huda Beauty one, and I'm so just irritated with this because look at this. I cannot, every time I use this, it makes the biggest mess, and I don't know what to do about it, but I love this color, which is Cherry Blossom, and none of my other correctors that I like just as well in terms of the formula come in like this pinky color like this. But I just really, really like this shade. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about this because I love this formula so much, but it's driving me nuts with the packaging. I'm gonna blend that in with the N16 brush from BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose. But as I said in the intro, today is my birthday when you're seeing this. I am 32 today. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. I thought we could just kind of chat about what I'm liking right now and just things that I'm reaching for a lot. But another really exciting thing is, as I am filming this, we are very, very, very close to 20,000 subscribers. I think I need like 50 more, maybe somewhere around there. So who knows, by the time this goes up, I'm filming this on Saturday, so 2 days from when you're seeing this on Monday, maybe we will have reached 20,000 subscribers by then. I would love for that to happen on my actual birthday. That would be just the best birthday present ever. So hopefully it happens sooner rather than later, but I know it will happen regardless. And I'm so grateful if you have been here for a long time, or maybe you've just discovered my channel in the last week or month. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting and just supporting me. It means so much. I never want to stop doing this, truly. I want to do it for as long as I possibly can. And when I started, I never thought I would reach 20,000 subscribers, truly. I remember when I had like 20 subscribers and they were all family members. And you know, it's just crazy what 5 years has done, because that's how long I've been doing this. Been doing it for 5 years, not full time. I started and I was only doing like 1 video a week, and I was just kind of doing it when I had the time. And then gradually I went to 2 videos a week, and then now I aim for 3 videos a week. But it's just crazy that I'm about to hit 20,000 subscribers. You know what concealer I've actually been reaching for again is this one from Hourglass. This is the Vanish concealer. If you've been around for a while, you might remember this was my favorite for a very long time, and then Natasha Denona came out, and I love Natasha Denona still. That's still like in my top concealers for sure. But I don't know, the last few weeks I've been reaching for this one again, and I really, really like this in the shade Cedar, but I don't use very much of it under my eyes. I just use a little bit because it is on the thicker side and it can be a little bit drying. So it's very full coverage, and it does a lot in terms of pigment and covering what you need to cover, but it can be a little bit on the dry side. So I try to avoid applying too much under my eyes. But this one is the shade Cedar, and I like to use this on my face as well to add some more coverage, because Armani Luminous Silk I do find to be pretty light coverage. I would say like a lighter medium coverage at most, but I have been enjoying this one. Again, I've also been reaching for Tower 28 too, but probably if I had to pick for like the last few weeks, I've been using the Hourglass one the most. So the other really exciting announcement that I've been waiting to do this forever, and I'm finally doing it, is I am launching a membership here on my channel, and I am so excited about it. I've been planning to do this for a really long time, and it's just kind of been pushed to the back burner over and over and over, and then finally I just decided, you know what, we're gonna do it. I've wanted to do it for quite a while, and my membership is going to be called the BU Beauty Club. and I just can't wait. I'm so excited about it. When I was sitting down to kind of set it up, that name just kind of came to me immediately. Like I just knew what the name was going to be. So it's the BU Beauty Club, and it's $4.99. I decided to just do one like level. You can do like different tiers and things like that, but I decided I just wanted one level, and I can't wait. It should be live when this video goes up, so if you want to join, the link will be in the description box of this video and future videos. Up at the very top, it'll say join my membership here, and you click and you can join there. But I can't wait to get started with that. And I wanted to just kind of share like what my membership is going to be, what you can expect if you join. But side note, before we talk about that, this is the other thing. This is like new holy grail status for me, is this brush, this N14 from Nikki LaRose. I've always loved it since I got this one, but I've been reaching for it more in the last month for my concealer, and this is my new favorite concealer brush, like out of all of them. And you know, I have a lot of concealer brushes that I really like, and I kind of rotate them, but this has definitely been the one for me recently. I like it because it has this little like pointed tip right here, so it's a little bit fluffy here, but the point really helps get like right under the eye where you need to get to blend your concealer. And it's dense, but not too dense. It's a great brush. I really want to order like 2 or 3 more of them, because I feel like I'm constantly looking for this one now, and I only have one. All right, I think I'm gonna be using powder bronzer and powder blush. I know I'm gonna be using powder bronzer, so I'm gonna set my face with a little bit of loose powder. I've still been using this one from Makeup Forever and one other one that we'll get to in a minute, but the other one is a pressed powder, and pressed powders don't typically set as well as a loose powder. So I've been going in with this on a really big brush. This is the Rephr 30, and I'm just gonna lightly set my face with this. But anyway, for the BU Beauty Club, what I'm thinking, and obviously this could change, this is just kind of what I have planned currently. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna do 2 members like get ready with me videos a month. That'll be just for members, and they'll be most likely like get ready with me style, because that is the type of content that I love filming the most. I love a get ready with me. I love them, and I know that they're kind of old news and not everybody loves get ready with me's anymore, but I do. So I want that to be a big part of the membership. So I'm planning to do 2 of those a month, every other week. And then the other 2 weeks that I don't do that, I'm gonna do a live stream, most likely on Saturday. So I'm thinking the live streams will be on the 2nd and last Saturday of the month. And then the Get Ready With Me's will be in the other 2 weeks. So that's kind of what I'm thinking format-wise. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is at the start of each month, so there should be one up right now because we're at the beginning of the month. The start of each month, I'm gonna do a poll for the members, and I'm gonna ask for you to vote on a new product for me to review. And I'll give you a bunch of choices, and you can vote, and whichever product wins, I will buy that product and I will review it based on what you guys want to see. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to do that at the beginning of every month. So you'll see that on, gosh, I got a hair on my face. You'll see that on the community tab. I'm going to go in with this bronzer. This has definitely been my new favorite bronzer for sure. The Lancome Transforming Bronzer. Teint Idole Transforming Bronzer in the shade Light. This has definitely taken the top spot for me in terms of bronzer, in terms of a powder bronzer. It's matte, but this is the most blurring and just smoothing matte bronzer I've tried, or powder bronzer I should say. So I am gonna apply this with my Refer number 5 brush, which is also a favorite. And one other thing I was going to say about the membership is nothing about my content on my channel here is changing. Everything will still be the same. I'm still planning to upload 3 times a week, so nothing's going away or anything like that. This is just a different, you know, outlet, avenue for me to create content in, and just something fun for me, something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I figured I might as well just go ahead and do it and stop thinking about it and saying I'm going to do it. And, you know, there's absolutely no pressure to join if that's not your thing. I totally understand. And there's no pressure ever. But for anyone that wants to, it's, you know, an option. And I will be there 4 times a month. Maybe more than that if I can make that happen. But it's, you know, I have to see what I can do and see what is reasonable for me to create and get up. But I am really excited about it. So if you are interested in joining the BU Beauty Club, the link will be in the description box. The other thing I love about this bronzer is the shade. This shade is so beautiful. It's so neutral. And it's a really, really nice tone for me and my skin tone. So if you are a close shade match to me and you like more of like a neutral bronzer, I mean, it definitely has a little bit of warmth in there. But if you like a bronzer that doesn't pull too warm or too cool, this one is a really good one. It's also really pretty on the eyes as like a transition shade. All right, for blush, so I have 2 of them, of course. I couldn't just pick one because, of course, I can't just pick one. But this has been just a favorite since the moment I tried it. This Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Blush Veil, or the Blush Veil, the Plumping Blush Veils. I always forget the name of these. In Strawberry Sunset. This is the prettiest cherry pink. It is just so beautiful. Like, look at the swatch of this when I put it on the back of my, I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that color? I love it so much. Yes, it is a lot of color, but you can really wear this very lightly if you want, or you can kind of build it up a little bit. I'm gonna do just a little bit of this. Let me show you the other one that I have pulled out here, because this is also a new favorite for sure, the Fenty blush. This one is in Bacon Cakes, it's number 1, but this is more like a nude color, but the formula on these is stunning. Like, look at that. Such a beautiful, like, warmer nude. And I really want to use both of these, but I know that's going to be way too much, so I'm torn if I should use that one or the Mario one. I think we're gonna use Mario. I gotta use this one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this with the F1 brush, and you know, the key with this is definitely to get some and then kind of almost rub it off on the back of your hand, unless you want a lot of pigment. And just lightly tap it on, because if you go in with a lot of this, it's a lot pretty quickly, even though this is more of like a sheer blush formula. This one can go very like bright very quickly. So I'm taking just a little tiny bit of this. All right, I'm gonna set a little bit more under my eyes and just kind of on the side of my nose. And this is another favorite for sure. Now this is a newer product, but this is so good. This is such a beautiful smoothing and blurring powder that does not look like powder. It is absolutely stunning, stunning. Highly recommend this one from Tower 28. But before I apply that, I'm gonna take my concealer brush and just kind of go over it just a little bit, just to make sure we don't have any major creases going on, which we really don't have a ton. So I'm gonna go in with some of this on the 113 from BK Beauty. And I'm just gonna lightly set under my eyes and then kind of go on the sides of my nose right here. I don't know if it will come off how like blurring and smoothing it is, but it truly is. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, let's move into brows. And okay, the product I cannot stop using right now is this, the Maybelline Build-A-Brow. I am absolutely in love with this product. It is just so good. It has this tiny, tiny little pin to make like precise little hair strokes, and then it has the gel on the other end. And I've also been using this for winged liner. So when you've seen me recently with like a little bit of a wing, I've been using this for the wing as well. So I'll show you that a little bit later. But I'm gonna fill in my brows quickly with this. I've never been super into brow pens until now, but this one is so different from all the others that I've tried in the past. It's so much easier to use, and it looks really, really pretty and natural on the brows. And I use the shade, what is this? Ash Brown. What I really like about this is when I've tried brow pens like this in the past, first of all, the tip of the pen was not, it was like too large, too much product comes out. Not the case with this one. This one, you can really control it. And when the pigment comes out, the pigment is more on the sheer side. It's not super opaque. So it's much easier to use and just not as intense as most brow pens, which is why I like it for liquid liner also, because if you're not the best at liquid liner and struggle with it like most of us do, it's a lot easier if you use something that's not like super intense and pigmented. But like, look how pretty. But like this, I just think looks so pretty and natural. I'm trying to do it with my faraway mirror, and that's really difficult. So I'm gonna have to use my handheld mirror here. Brow pens definitely take a little bit of practice, and I have found less is definitely more with a brow pen. So whenever I think I'm approaching being done, I'll just stop, because I do find if you go in and keep going in and trying to do more and more, you usually kind of overdo it, or at least I do. This one is definitely my harder brow. I have to do more to this brow than I have to do to this one. I do very little to this side, but you know, we all have a good brow, most of us, and a bad brow, or a more difficult brow, I should say. Okay, so once I have them filled in, I'll take the little gel on the other side, and actually this is a very good brow gel. It's not like a laminating brow gel, it's more of just like a gel to kind of fluff your brows up a little bit and keep them in place, but it does keep your brows in place all day long, which is nice. So I can do my whole brow routine with just this one product. Okay, for the eyes, I've basically been using one of two things for an eye primer. If I even use an eye primer, I've been using this one from Rare Beauty or the Sigma eyeshadow base. One of the two for quite a while now. If you saw my makeup declutter of that drawer with mascaras, eye primers, single shadows, all of that, I didn't have many eye primers left because I basically used the same ones over and over again. But I'm gonna apply a little bit of the Rare Beauty today. This one has just like a little bit of a tint to it, but it still kind of evens out my eyelids because I do have a lot of discoloration there, pretty much always. All right, for the eyes, there's two different things I pulled out and I'm torn. I bought one of these and I absolutely love this from Sisley. This is their liquid eyeshadow, Ombre Eclat liquid eyeshadow. I saw Nikki LaRose use this, and of course, like many of you, I am also very influenced very easily, and Nikki I love so much. Love her videos, I love her. She used this and she talked about how pretty it was, and it is. I love this so much, but I've been using this almost every day. So part of me wants to use this, but then I also want to use the palette that I pulled out. So it's just this really nice, like nude, kind of slightly golden shimmer shadow, but it's just so pretty. So pretty. Perfect one and done shadow for me, truly. But I also love this. I just can't get enough of this palette from Urban Decay, so I'm torn. All right, I think we're gonna use the Urban Decay palette. I will use that Sisley shadow for sure in another video, but I really want to use this again. I just love this so much, and I want to try it again. So I'm gonna go into this one first, which is the most obvious choice, which is Naked. And let me grab a different brush. I'm going to use this brush, the 212 from BK Beauty. And I'm going to apply this in the crease because this is a perfect transitional shade. How many of you have picked this palette up since they re-released it? I'm curious. I think I went on Ulta a few nights ago just to see, and it's still in stock. I'm really wondering if it truly is going to be limited edition or if it's not, and they're just saying that it is. I'm kind of curious, you know, because I just don't know why this would not be a permanent product for them, but who knows? I don't know. All right, I kind of want to use this shade because I didn't use this in the other video where I used this palette. This is Toasted, and it's kind of like a, I guess it's a rose gold kind of color, but it's really pretty. And I'm going to try using this with the brush that comes with this palette. I'm going to take the fluffier side. I'm going to put this kind of in the outer corner, kind of bring it over on the lid also. I'm gonna pick it up with my finger and try that. That color is very pretty. It's kind of like, actually doesn't look as pink on my eye as it does in the pan. I mean, it doesn't look pink in the pan, but it definitely has like a rosier tone to it, or a rosier undertone, I should say. Actually, just got a package at the door and I got really excited because I thought it was going to be the new Westman Atelier concealer because I ordered that a few days ago and it's supposed to come today, but that was sadly not it at the door. There are so many new launches right now, and this, I feel like this happens every single year around my birthday for whatever reason. September 2nd or the 1st of September, my birthday is usually, or it's always on Labor Day or it's Labor Day weekend. And brands always launch new products on or around my birthday. And that's exactly what's happened this year. Like the Makeup by Mario powder, the setting spray, the Westman concealer, the Victoria Beckham concealer. What else? I'm forgetting something else. Oh, the new CL concealer I really want to try. There's just so many things and they're all launching at the same time. All right, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade, which is Virgin, and I'm gonna use the small side of the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm gonna put this in the inner part of the lid where we didn't bring Toasted. And I'm just gonna put this here. And I'm gonna kind of bring it over this fold that I have right here, just to kind of brighten that up just a little. Do you see the difference though between this eye and that eye that I didn't do that with? That's a really good trick. I think I mentioned that in the other video I did where I use this palette, but if you have smaller eyes and hooded eyes and you don't have much lid space right there, try using like a lighter shade and just going like over that fold that you have and kind of go up like into the crease, and it really does just kind of like open your eyes up. All right, I really want to add a little bit of like sparkle right in the center of my eye, so I was thinking about using this, or we could use Sidecar in here, which I love this shade, or we could use like a little bit of Half Baked maybe in the center. I don't know how sparkly that would be though. I mean, I'm leaning towards either Sidecar or this Sisley eyeshadow. I have not tried the Sisley over top of powder eyeshadow, but I guess we could try it. Why don't we try it? I'm just gonna get a small little shader type brush. Something about this Sisley shadow that I've noticed is they dry really quick. So like that already kind of started to dry on my hand. So I'm just grabbing it directly from the applicator on this little brush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this in the center. All right, the time has come for the wing liner. So I'm gonna use this from Maybelline to do a little bit of a wing. Now I'm probably not gonna talk much during this because this takes great concentration from me, but I will show you how I've been doing it. Now I'm just gonna curl my lashes, but honestly today I did that wing even easier than I normally do it. But I don't know why, but that product has just made wing liner so much easier for me. And the mascara that has just knocked my socks off is the Eldridge, the Kitten Lash. This is so good. This is a phenomenal mascara. And I don't hear anyone talk about this. I really didn't know that it was gonna be this good when I got it. But if you like a lot of length and separation, this mascara is so nice. It is a tubing mascara, and it actually does come off very easily in little tubes. It is so good. So good. I mean, my lashes are on the longer side right now anyway, because I've been using a new lash serum and it's finally starting to work. So I usually use the side that's not curved first, and then I'll flip the brush to the curved side and use it to kind of push the lashes up. It is so good. So good. Let me know if you've tried this. I feel like I just never hear anyone talk about it. Last, for the lips. Lips, especially lip liner, I switch up all the time, but something that I have rediscovered is this lip liner in this shade. So this is the Anastasia lip liner in Deep Taupe. And Deep Taupe is just the perfect nude. And I totally forgot how good this is. And then I don't know, I randomly pulled it out one day and was reminded how good this really is. But actually, before I do that, there's one more that I keep reaching for all the time. It's not new. All right, the other one that I keep using is this one from Mario in Almond. I cannot get enough of this color. This one is, I'll swatch it next to Deep Taupe. Actually, this one's just a little bit warmer than Deep Taupe, so that's Deep Taupe, and that is, or no, that's Almond, and that is Deep Taupe. I guess with what I'm gonna pair it with, this would probably go better. So we'll use Almond today. These Mario lip liners are fantastic. If you haven't tried them, you need to. They are just creamy enough. They are long lasting. Like I wore this the other day and I went to take my makeup off before I went to bed, and I was astounded that everything had worn off literally on my lip except the lip liner. The lip liner was still there all the way around. They are phenomenal. And he has so many good shades too. All right, so that is Almond. And then also from Makeup by Mario, this I cannot get enough of, the Moisture Glow and Watermelon Glow. I've loved these for so long, but this is one of the newer shades that he released with the new blushes. And this one, the shade is just phenomenal. So these are on the like thicker side and they can be a little bit messy. So you have to make sure you don't twist them up too much because you can't twist them back down. So that's the only thing. They can be a little bit on the messy side, but I love them. So sometimes I'll just get some on the back of my hand and use the little brush that's on the other side of his liners and just apply it that way. But I love this color. And that is everything. That is my full face of all the makeup that I'm loving right now. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what product you're loving at the moment. It doesn't have to be new. It can be any makeup product that is just on the top of your list right now. Let me know in the comments. And again, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for 20,000 subscribers if we get there by the time this video goes up, but if not, we will get there. And thank you so much for supporting me, subscribing, commenting, liking my videos. It is just so important to me and it means so much. So I hope you know that. And I love you guys. I really, really do. I consider you all my friends, truly. And I will have all the products we used, as always, linked for you in the description and in YouTube shopping. And they are affiliate links. If you shop through them, I do make a commission that supports me. And also, if you want to join the BU Beauty Club that I'm so excited about, the link will be in the top of the description box as well. And I hope to see you all there, but as always, no pressure. But if you're interested in it, just another way to connect with me and just another space for us to hang out, talk, makeup, all the things. So I'm just really excited about it and I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you again very soon. Remember, simply be you.